Why do I keep repeating myself? Hey guys, it's John back here in the John of News Studios. Already finished my coffee this morning and feeling caffeinated, so it's time for me to talk to you guys. I wanted to hop on and talk about this topic because I think it's an interesting one. Every so often I'll get a message or an email or a comment or something that says, John, you just keep saying the same thing over and over again. And then somebody else will say, well, there's got to be more that you know. You know, what aren't you telling us? And I find the whole thing very interesting because I get some people who are very upset that I'm not giving out all the information. And I got others who are saying that I don't have real substance to what I'm saying. And they're both actually saying the exact same thing. They're both saying that they're not comprehending how simple it really is. They're not grasping how simple it really is. Joshua used to say, you have ears, but you do not hear. You have eyes, but you do not see. I often will repeat myself mainly because of the one thing that people don't get. It's so simple, we have a hard time comprehending it. You know, if you put love into the world, you get love in return. If you put fear into the world, you get fear in return. If you want to have your biggest spiritual experiences in life, the key is to strip away all that other information, to get down to the being you. You know, God speaks to us in feelings, not thinkings. I say that often, yes. Well, why is that? Because people say, so really, I get that. I understand that he speaks in feelings. But don't you think that the karma that we have over the past lives and blah, 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 and all this stuff comes spewing out? That's the thinking. That's not the feeling. People get lost in the needing, the method, the modality, the technique, the new dogma to lean into. But it's simpler. It's easier. It's let go of. You know, Buddha said the secret to enlightenment is the eradication of fear. Well, the fears are the things that aren't loving. The fears is the illusion that love is not there. The fear is the illusion that you're separate. And the fear is where all of those methods and modalities and all that stuff comes from. It comes from the space of not thinking you have the way to get there, or trying to figure that you don't know, so you're trying to figure out how to get there. You're afraid you don't have all the information, and it's going down the rabbit hole of fear. Just be love. You know, I find it ironic that John of old was known as John the Beloved, right? Just be love. Just be love. Go out in the world and be love. Love yourself, love others, and love it. This one commandment I leave you. Love one another. That's all he said, right? When you release your fears, you become enlightened. You set down all of the things, all of the methods, the modalities, the thoughts. I often hear people talking to me about, you know, the ancient stuff. Well, it had to be this because the Bible said so. And then I hear the New Age people saying, well, it's got to be my spirit guides. It's got to be the hierarchies. It has to be my soul contracts. It has to be all that stuff. It's simpler. It's easier. And when you hear me talk on my channel, I'm coming at it from different perspectives, yes. I'm coming at it from the simplicity. And so when I get a comment, I come at it. I go to comments specifically because I can use the comment as the next example of how simple it really is. You know, that story I tell of cars merging easily with me on the highway because I love driving. Driving gives me love in return. That's the simplicity of it all. My Kundalini rising was not because I was doing a method or modality or technique. It was because I said I am. I am the direction of my life. I am the awakened spirit that has the ability to be conscious. My Holy Spirit, my soul, is me. And it's me without my fears and my anxiety. It's my complete self, my one that's completely aware of its divinity and completely aware that this other aspect of self is in the physical world. So there is only one. And it says it repeatedly. The book of Luke says that, Don't look for God without. God is within, right? So it's all within you. It's everything is within you. And when you understand that, it gets simpler and you become enlightened because you've set things down and you're no longer heavy. You become enlightened. And I will continue to repeat things because just like Joshua, the key is repetitiveness. It's part of the process of saying this is it. And when somebody says, "Well, I've learned everything I can from you," well, if you're not actually doing it, you haven't learned a thing from me. If you're not actually going out and loving one another and putting your focus on actually being in the very present moment, the only moment you have, and living a loving life, then if you're looking for me to tell you much more, there's not much more to tell, right? There is no secret hidden knowledge. There is no secret sauce to enlightenment. If there is a secret sauce to enlightenment, it's just to take all the ingredients out. It's come down to being enlightened. And that really is the key to it. And a lot of people have a struggle with that because they want to get their head involved. They want to get their mind wrapped around things. And you see it very frequently. You see, like, even New Age teachers and become religions. You disagree with the Course in Miracles. Course in Miracle people will come at you. You disagree with Edgar Cayce people will come at you. You disagree with Neville Goddard people will come at you. You disagree with Dolores Cannon, oh boy, do they come at you, right? And they have become the religion. They have become the dogma. And in reality, they are the path. And when you seek a path will be laid before you. But until you turn that path back to yourself, you never find the doorway. If there's one quote of all of it that I think is important, it's that one. Because that quote right there, which is from my regression, not the Bible anywhere, that quote right there is, in my opinion, the key to it all. Set down the path, set down the modalities, set down the techniques, set down the old and new age dogmas, and come back to yourself and just be love. Go enjoy your life. Make sure you're enjoying your life. Make sure you're enjoying your life and that you're sharing love with others and they're watching, helping them enjoy their life. You're enlightened at that point. Stop looking for the light show and start being the light show. That's my thought on this. It does not annoy me. In some ways, it frustrates me, like it did Joshua. Joshua would say, "You have eyes, but you do not see. You have ears, but you do not hear," because it's so simple. We have a hard time comprehending it. You create in every moment of your day, and you are the pinpoint of that creation, and you and God are co-creators, and so you get to choose. You can choose to make your life suck, or you can choose to make your life loving. It's really up to you, because it doesn't say, "I'll give you this if it's good." It says, "You shall receive whatever you ask for." So that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.